Hello, thank you for joining me for 1 hour of chair yoga. My name is Ruth. We'll be sitting for most of the class, standing for about 15 minutes, and if you can't stand, it's always fine to sit and just join in with whatever feels good, or you can just sit and breathe and focus inward and meditate. With anything that we're doing today, if something hurts, don't do it less, do something different. So it should feel good. Maybe not always comfortable, but basically should feel good. So make sure you have a nice solid chair. And we do want the feet on the ground. If you're a little bit short, you might put a little something under the feet. If you're tall, maybe you might put something under the hips. We want the knees in line with the hips in the same plane. So once you're settled in, just settle the center of your butt right into the chair. So the hip bones are pressed down, your tailbone's pointing down. The feet are on the floor right under the knees with the toes forward. Lift up tall. Let the shoulders relax. And take a moment to close your eyelids. And notice how things are feeling at this moment in the body, in the mind, in the heart. Noticing sensations, thoughts, and we're not doing anything about them, just trying to notice them without judgment. Notice what's there as we begin. Begin to notice your breath. Moving into an easy, natural breath, may or may not feel natural for you. We're breathing in and out through the nose. Very little effort here. Begin to draw the breath low into the lungs. Slow, steady pace. Of course, if you're stuffed up and you can't breathe through the nose, you don't. We never want to strain with the breath. As you're ready, begin to expand the breath. Moving into as full of a breath as comfortable for you. Aiming to use as much of the capacity of your lungs as you comfortably can. Filling bottom to top, front to back, side to side. Emptying all the way out, breathing through the nose, in and out. Smoothing out the pace. So every part of the breath is the same forcefulness, the same pace. You can count the length of your inhale. Exhale about the same length. Just letting anything else fade into the background as you bring the breath into the forefront of your awareness. Noticing the length of the breath. This will be the length of your movements as we aim to synchronize our movement to the breath. Following a breath all the way out. Inhale, slowly opening the eyelids, gaze soft and relaxed. Exhale, arms by sides. We'll inhale the arms out to sides and exhale lower. And continue like this, moving at your own breath's pace. Inhale and exhale. So you may be a little slower or faster. And then palms facing up. Inhale, reaching out. And then palms down as we lower. Feel free to take the arms as high as comfortable. Just checking in with the shoulders, waking them up. Reaching out and up. Spine stays nice and long. This time we'll add to this. Inhale, the arms reach out and up and together. So you could be a little forward with the arms. Exhale, hands to heart. Fifth, fourth, third fingers open and creating a triangle. Palms face toward you. Thumb and forefingers together as we release. Continue. Inhale. Arms reach out and up and come together. And exhale, hands to heart. Flowing Om Mudra. Opening palms. Inverting. Big full breaths in as we expand and lift. Pulling through your center to the heart. Opening the heart. If it's too much to worry about or too much thinking involved with the hand mudra, you can just rotate the wrists. We'll do a few more of these. So if you want to just rotate the wrists, that's a nice option too. Once you've got it down, feel free to close the eyes. Feel this movement coming from your center. Maybe noticing the subtle energetic aspect. Every part of the movement, same pace. We'll take one more round. And then bringing hands to thighs. Let's roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Continue. Inhale. Exhale. You're making the movement as big as comfortable for your shoulders. The shoulder blades pull together, pull down, pull forward, lift up. One more time. Keeping the breath flowing. And let the shoulders relax back and down. We're going to press the elbows into the back of the chair, so you might need to adjust a little bit forward or back. Pressing the elbows in and use that leverage to lift and open the chest. It'll feel like a back bend in the upper back, but we do want to keep the tailbone pointing down. So we're more focused in the upper spine here. Taking a breath in, make a fist. As we exhale, we're going to stretch out the fingers and stretch the arms in front. Inhale, pull back, press into the chair, lift the chest, maybe a little lift of the chin. And exhale, reach it forward, stretching out the fingertips, spreading the shoulder blades. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, open the chest. Exhale, reach it forward, spread the shoulder blades. A few more like this with your breath. Next time you squeeze the elbows back, pause, pressing them into the chair. Chest is lifted. We're going to keep this nice opening of the chest, let the arms release, and then let them just relax by sides. Shoulders down, but chest lifted and open. Taking a breath in. We'll exhale and curve to your right. So I'm mirroring you. It's going to be to your right. Inhale, squeeze the navel towards the spine, lift. Exhale, curve to the left. You can always hold on to the chair. Inhale, squeeze. You're lifting from your base. Exhale, curve. Other arm can reach up. Squeeze to lift. And other side. If it feels like you want to do the breath the other way around, you could. So right now we're inhaling up. You could pause for the exhale. Inhale, curve. Exhale, belly really pulling in to lift. Sometimes it's easier to squeeze the belly in when you're exhaling. Inhale to the side. Exhale, squeeze to lift. Next time you come to the right, we'll hold. reach up through the left fingertips. Try to get that arm straight, even if you have to take it a little out. If it hurts to have it straight, you could have it bent. You can lift the elbow. You could keep the arm down. You can bring it closer to the ear. Press down through that left hip and reach through the left fingertips. Nice even curve from the tailbone through the neck. Big breath into that left side of the body. One more full breath in. We're going to stay curved to the right, but take that left arm out and down and reach it towards the floor, even a little back, to create a nice stretch in that left side of the neck, and breathe into that. Big breath in. Exhale, slowly coming up. Give things a little release, and we'll come to the other side. Inhale, tall. Exhale, curve, reaching through the other fingertips. And then the arm can come closer to the head if that's comfortable, or further away, or bent or down, whatever you need to do. But if you can have the straight arm, we get the stretch from the hip up through the arm, into the hands, to the fingers. Take a big full breath here. One more full breath in. And with your exhale, stay curved. Reach the arm, the right arm out, down, maybe back. Opening up that right side of the neck. You can slightly turn the head to look down towards the left. Big breath into the neck stretch. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, navel in. We'll slowly lift. And give things a little release. Scooting a little bit forward in the chair. So the legs are maybe halfway off the chair, sitting tall. Right side, inhale, lift the right knee. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Inhale, bend that right knee. And exhale, lower it. We're going to the left side, lifting with the knee bent. Exhale, straighten. Flexing the foot will give you a little stretch in the back. Inhale, knee up. Exhale, lower. Other side, sitting tall, bend, straighten, bend, and release. You can use your hands to help stay upright. Switching sides, straighten. So if it's uncomfortable on the hip, you can use the hand to help, or you maybe don't go up so high. This time, right side, straighten, hold. And again, you can use your hands for support. We're going to circle that foot. Full breath. Circle the other way. And point and flex the foot. Flex the foot, reach out through the heel, maybe a little lift of that leg, and then we're going to keep that leg straight and lower the heel to the ground. You might need to scoot slightly forward. So we've got the left foot under the left knee. The right leg is straight with the foot flexed. And just as we started with, we're going to inhale and pull the elbows back and lift and open the chest. You might not reach the chair at this point. Exhale, reach the arms forward. Inhale, pull the elbows back, chest lifts. If you'd like, you can do a little hinge forward with the spine staying long. We're hinging at the hips. Inhale, upright, squeeze the elbows back just so you can see here. Exhale, leaning forward. If spine stays long, if that bothers the back, just stay upright and reach the arms forward. Squeeze, pull it back. And if you are hinging forward, you'll feel a little more stretch in the back of the leg as we hinge forward. Inhale, squeeze. This time we're going to come forward and hold. So you might be upright or you might be leaning forward. Either way is fine. Pull the navel in. Face the thumbs up. See if you can lift the arms a little higher, maybe to come up by the ear, even if you need to take them wider. So you'll feel the whole back of the body working. Take a big full breath. And with your exhale, release the hand, slide that right hand towards the right foot. If it's comfortable, the left elbow can come onto that left thigh. And we'll hold this stretch for a few breaths as we hold the stretch. Let your exhales be long and soften, relaxing into the stretch as you exhale. This is how we get the muscles to lengthen, is by relaxing more, not forcing ourselves into anything. Following a breath out, full breath in. With your exhale, pull the navel in, press that left foot into the ground. We'll slowly come up, and then press the right toes to the ground and pull that foot in. Let everything relax. Notice if the two legs feel different. We're going to the other side. If you want to scoot back a little here, you could, just to have a little more support from the chair, sitting tall. Inhale, left knee up. Exhale, straighten, hold, circle the foot. Again, support if you need it, or if you're having trouble isolating the foot, if the whole leg's trying to move, maybe hold the leg so you can isolate the foot. Reverse the direction. Ankle rotations. Next time toes point up, we'll point away, pull toward you. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, flex the foot, keep the legs straight, or you can lift it a little first if you want, and then we're going to lower that heel to the ground and adjust so that you've got one leg straight, hopefully the other one that you haven't done yet, and the other foot is right under the knee. Squeeze the elbows back, chest lifts, take a breath in. Exhale, reach the arms forward, spread the fingers. Inhale, squeeze it back, chest lifts. Hinge it forward if that's okay on the back as you exhale. Inhale, squeeze the belly as you come up. Exhale, reach it forward, spread the fingers. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Neck is comfortable, so once you know what we're doing, you can look a little bit down. Just keep the neck in line with the spine. And next time we come forward, we'll hold, or if you're upright, you just hold upright. So if it bothers the back, you can be upright. The back is working here, but it shouldn't be pain that you're feeling, just muscles contracting. Pull the navel in, thumbs up. Arms up, maybe out. Feel things squeezing in the shoulder area, but again, no pain. Take a big full breath. And with your exhale, let the hands release. Now slide the left hand towards the left foot. Right elbow on the right thigh, if that works for you. You could also have the right hand all the way down, or maybe you need to be up a little more. We want to keep that left leg straight with the foot flexed. You could pull the toes towards you. You can do a little massaging on that leg. But mostly we want to continue to soften a little more with each exhale. Following a breath out, take a full breath in. And with your exhale, squeeze the belly, hands to thighs, slowly coming up. Point the left toes towards the floor and pull that foot in. Sorry, I think you can't see my foot at that point. Good. So settle into the chair so your legs are about half on and half off. We're going to do a little more for the spine here. Hands on the knees. With your exhale, press the navel back and round the whole back now from the tailbone right through the neck. Inhale, pull the spine forward, lift open, stretching through the front, maybe creating a little back bend in the back, tailbone's tilted back, and then we curl the tailbone under and round. So you're pushing towards the back of your chair and then pulling the spine away from it. Whatever size movement feels good for you, whole spine, tailbone, right up through the neck, rounding, stretching the back, and then lengthening, stretching the front. A few more times like this. And next time you lengthen, pause, lifting tall, shoulders relaxed. We're going to take that right arm. With an inhale, reach it forward. With your exhale, open it out to the right. Keep the chest facing forward. Pull it back as much as comfortable and fingers stretched out. Inhale forward. Exhale down. Other side. Inhale it forward. Exhale, open it out, getting that stretch through the front of the shoulder, right through the arm, maybe even into the hand. Inhale forward. Exhale down. We're going to add a twist. Right arm forward, lift up tall. Stay tall from the waist now. Turn and follow that arm around to the right. Inhale forward and exhale down. Other side. Inhale, arm forward, spine tall. From the waist all the way through the top of the head, rotate to the other side. Inhale forward. Exhale down. As long as you're alternating sides, we don't have to necessarily be all on the same side. One more time through both sides, turning as much as comfortable. So your movement size is whatever works for you. Other side, tall spine. Keep that lift and twist. And back to center. Good. This time we're going to come to the right and hold. Inhale, lift, twist, hold, pressing the hips down, lifting up tall. If it's comfortable, that right arm is reaching out through the fingertips. If you need to drop the arm, that's fine. Press both hips down equally, so we're not tipping to one side or the other. We're staying centered, lifting straight up, turning. You can use the left hand, can be on either leg, and you can use that to help you turn deeper if you feel it's appropriate. A few more breaths. One more breath in. Exhale, unwind from the twist, release that arm. Maybe it needs some sort of release. Other side, inhale, reach it forward, tall spine. Exhale, turn to the left or whatever side you're on. Press the hips down. Reach up through crown of head and out through the fingertips. As you inhale, get a little taller. As you exhale, maybe twist a little deeper. We want to get right into the deepest level of spinal muscle here. One more big breath in. Exhale, unwind and release. Give that arm a little release if it needs it. Take a breath in, and then we'll exhale, slide both elbows to the thighs. Just a gentle counter stretch. You can give the head a little rock. And bringing hands to thighs with your inhale, pull the navel in and lift. Sitting tall. Again, the hands can be on the chair to help you stay lifted. We're going to take the right knee up and out, and then the left. So really focused on where the knee is. The foot just lands wherever it lands. Right's going to come up and in. Left's going to come up and in. With the breath, inhale, exhale. Other side. Bring it in. So we're going right, left, right, left. If it hurts the hip, option 1, give it a little support. Another option, keep it on the floor so you don't lift so much. And maybe you don't come so wide. If you want to pick up the pace a little, you can. So maybe go out on the inhale, in on the exhale. We still want to keep that slow, steady breath and slow, steady pace of the movement, maybe not quite as slow for the movement, so you can go a little faster if you want. So using a little more strength if you go slowly, and then it's a little more agility and core if you go faster. So taking it up as fast as you'd like. And then we'll slow it down. And the next time both feet come wide, pause, pressing knees open for that inner thigh stretch. If you'd like, you can dip the shoulder towards the opposite knee and center. So just create a stretch that feels good for you. And if it feels good, go ahead and do it again, both sides. And then when you're even, coming back to center. And both elbows to thighs. So this gentle stretch of the backs. Feel free to stay here, or hands can slide down towards the feet. You can have the hands between the feet, or arms can wrap around the lower legs. So whatever level stretch is feeling appropriate for you today. And breathe into the back. And wherever you are, bring hands to thighs. Take a breath in and exhale, squeeze the belly, lift. So we're engaging the core to support that low back. Let's bring the knees together. Feet are still a little wide, sitting tall. We're going to inhale, open the knees out. Exhale, bring them in, internal rotation. Let's add some shoulder rotation as well. Palms and knees together. Knees and palms open. Keep the elbows right into the waist. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Knees together, pause. Keep the knees touching. Take the hands apart. And gently pull back with the backs of the hands. Pull the elbows back, squeeze them towards each other. So you've got internal rotation of the knees, internal rotation of the shoulders as well. Take a big breath in. Oh, I guess this is external rotation of the shoulders. Let the hands release, bringing them to the chair. We're going to lean back and lift the feet. Now, this might not be appropriate for you. If that's the case, you're going to keep a foot on the ground. Your upper back can be against the chair. If you have long legs, you might want to scoot a little more forward in the chair, or if you have a short chair seat. So we're leaning back. The feet are up. They could be lightly touching one than the other, or just moving a little bit. Maybe straightening one than the other. So whatever you want to play with here, or if you've got one foot on the ground, you'll switch. Try to breathe and release. Feet hip width apart. Press into the feet. Bring the hands behind. Now we're going to stretch this abdominal area out. Press forward with the belly. Lift and open the chest. So we're in a bit of a back bend. Neck is comfortable, so wherever feels good for you. You can look forward or maybe a little bit up. Feel free to stay here, or pressing into hands and feet, you can lift the hips into a bridge. You can go up and down a few times. Inhale. Exhale, you can just stay up. While you're up, you could lift a heel and then the other heel, or you could actually lift a whole foot. So these, I'm giving options for people who might need more challenge. When you're ready to release, pull the hips back. And of course, if that's not you, you just don't do it. Give the hands a release. Whatever feels good for you. It is a lot on the hands if you came up and the shoulders and the hips. It's so really everything working there. Let's pull the feet back, lift the heels, and bend the toes. So we've got all the toes, including the little toes, bending. This is where it makes it helps to have no shoes on. If you do have shoes on, you just do the best you can with the toe stuff here. We're going to do a few more toe things that are probably going to be hard in the shoes. So if you do have shoes on, you can just curl your toes up and stretch them out. Otherwise, we're going to come on tiptoes and go over onto the top of the toes. So you're on like the knuckles of the toes, and the toes are pointing back. And that might be crampy for some. So again, you would go flat and curl and stretch the toes out if that's not good for you. You can go further back on top of the feet and get that stretch through the front of the ankle and the shins. And then release. Feet right under the knees. Let's lift the toes, curl the toes. Inhale, lift and spread the toes. Exhale, curl them under. The heels on the ground throughout. Inhale, lift and spread. Exhale, curl. Good. Spread. We're going to curl and pause. So the bottom of the foot is contracting upwards. You get a little arch. You get all the muscles under the feet are working. Big breath in. Exhale, release the toes, spread them out. Lower just the little toe. And then the next we're lowering the toes one at a time until finally the big toe lands. And just make sure your feet are under the knees, toes forward. We're going to take a moment to just work with rooting through the feet. Even if you're staying in the chair, you can work with this. Press into the inner heels. Keep that pressing down. Press into the outer balls of the feet, not the toes, but right under the toes. Keep those two spots. Press into the inner balls of the feet. Press into the outer heels. So you're going to feel the legs working, all parts of the legs working. Probably the hips are engaged and the low belly. So we're going to be coming to standing. If you're not standing, you can work with this to still get that strengthening action. So we've got the feet, four corners of the feet, and you can lean the weight a little more into the legs and out of the hips, and then sit back. That's option one. Option two, weight into the feet, use the hands to give yourself a little lift off the chair. Option three, if you don't need the hands, you can have them on the thighs. That gives a nice support for the back. If you don't need the support on the back, you can have the hands on the shoulders, or you could have the arms a little forward. If this is bothering your knees, the other option is you come up all the way and you just sit down as far as comfortable. It's like you're sitting on the chair behind you. The spine is long, the navel's in. We'll do a few more. And of course, if you need to just come to standing, feel free. If you need to sit down, whatever you need to do. If you're lowering all the way down, we're landing as softly and with control, as much control as we can. Next time you lift, pause, hover just above the chair, navel's in, arms reach back, chest reaches forward, feet are pressing in. We're breathing, maybe lower a little more. Good. Press into the feet, slowly straighten. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Press into the feet and really reach the fingertips towards sky. Get as close to that ceiling as you can. Lengthening front, back, and side bodies. Take a big full breath in. Exhale the arms out and down. Good. Give things a little release. We're going to come behind the chair. If you need some water, now's a good time to take a sip. I'm just turning sideways so you can see. You stay facing forward. It is helpful if your chair's not going to move. So I have mine on the mat. So we're going to be standing within reach of the chair, feet hip width, toes forward. Once again, let's play with that. Inner heels pressing outer balls of feet. Inner balls of feet, outer heels pressing down. lifting up through the top of the head, shoulders relaxed, and then we just press slightly back in the groin area and slightly back with the head. So we end up with ear, shoulder, hips, knees, ankles aligned. And so we're in this nice standing posture. All four corners of the feet pressing into earth. Find your breath. Following a breath out. Inhale, we're going to lift the heels. You probably want at least a finger or two on the chair. Exhale, lower the heels, lift the toes. So you're rocking back onto the heels. Inhale, lift the heels and one arm. Exhale, hands to the chair. Lift the top of the foot towards the shin. Inhale, heels and other arm. Lift them high up. That's why we're keeping a hand on the chair so we can get the heels up high. Or it could be just a finger on the chair, whatever you need that allows you to get the heels up as high as they can. If you're sitting, you can do the foot and arm part of this. Next time we lift the heels, we'll hold. Heels up high. Other hand can come briefly off the chair to play with the balance, or you could take it all the way off if you feel like you can keep the heels up. And we want to try to keep the heels in line with the ankles and the ball of the foot. So it might go in and out, but we keep pulling it back to center. Big breath here, steady gaze, relax the face, relax the eyes. Exhale down, pull the tops of the feet towards the shin, really pull up, and then we can add a little hinge forward to create a stretch through the back of the legs. If you feel like you need to go deeper, you can bring the hands lower. Toes are still pulling towards the shins. Lower the toes, walk the hands up. A little bend to the knees as we slowly come up. Let's step the right foot close to the chair and come on top of the left toes so we stretch out that area that we were just contracting, the shin and the ankle, front of the ankle. And then we'll take those left toes and bring them right behind the right foot. So you're lined up like on a tightrope. If this feels too precarious, don't be quite as lined up, so you can stagger the feet a bit. Both feet equally pressing into earth. Thighs are squeezing together. We lift up tall, and maybe a hand or two comes off the chair. Just keep the hands close to the chair so you can grab on. It helps to be looking at something that's not moving. If you're finding this super easy and you want more challenge, then you would just start looking around the room. So steady gaze is going to make it easier. A moving gaze will make it harder, but keep the hands near the chair so you can grab on if you need to. All right, back to center, hands to the chair. Let's take the left foot close to the chair. Come on top of the right foot. Give that a nice stretch through the front of the foot and the shin. And then take those right toes directly behind the left heel. Press into both feet equally. So just notice if you want to shift your weight more forward or back. See if you can balance it out. Squeeze the thighs, lift up tall, a hand or two coming off the chair. If it's easy, you're looking all around. You could close the eyes as well, but again, keep the hands near the chair. Big breath in. We'll bring the hands to the chair. Take that right foot that's behind and bring it back. And now we're going to be on the ball of the foot with the heel straight up. Press into the ball of the foot. Reach the right arm towards the sky and really reach. We're pressing back through the heel, opening up this front of the hip area. Big full breath. And then pull the navel in and take a curve to your left. So this is a little bit different way to open up that hip area. Inhale straight up. Press into the feet. Squeeze the belly, that back heel's still up, so that's where the challenge is a bit here. You can take the other hand that's slightly off the chair, maybe go to a finger, maybe bring it all the way up and reach. Big breath in and exhale, hands to the chair. With your inhale, lift that back leg. We're keeping it straight and we're staying fairly upright with the upper body. You want to feel this squeeze in the gluteal muscle. If you'd like, opposite arm, reaching forward. So right leg, left arm, inhale, exhale. We're going to lift and hold, squeeze it up. Front knee can soften a little. And then you can play with some balance here if you want, maybe going finger to the chair, hand slightly off, all the way off, breathing. Good. Hands to the chair, bend the front knee, step that back foot back, and drop the heel. You can make adjustments as needed, so both heels are down, front knee is bent, back leg is straight. So we're returning to that movement we started with. We'll start with the right arm. Inhale, pull the elbow back. Exhale, reach it forward. Press into the feet, belly in. You could do both arms. Make a fist, squeeze it back. Reach it forward. But if that's precarious, you keep a hand on the chair. And then if you want to hinge it forward here, you could. Spine stays long, so you're creating like a diagonal. Bring the spine up. Inhale. Reach it forward, exhale. Good. A few more times. Inhale, squeeze it back. Front knee stays bent, so as we hinge forward, that front leg is working hard. You're getting a stretch in the back leg. Good. Let's bring the elbows back and pause. Press into the feet. You're almost squeezing the feet towards each other. You are isometrically squeezing the feet towards each other. That'll give you a nice stable base, and then arms can reach up. Maybe a hand stays on the chair. Again, really reach, lift out of the lower body, get that nice opening. Take a breath in. Exhale, hinging forward. Thumbs up, maybe hands a little wider so you can lift them higher. And exhale, hands to the chair. Left foot by right, walk the feet back. Walk the hips back. Come as close to a 90-degree shape as you can. If you have shoulder stuff, you might be a little lifted. If you have back stuff, you might have knees more bent. Or you can bend one knee then the other. See if that feels good for you. So whatever leg was back before, we're going to come to center. Looking forward, that leg that was back before is going to lift and step all the way forward to the chair as best you can. And then the back heel comes down, the front knee bends, make whatever adjustments you need so you feel both feet solid on the ground. Inhale, pull that left elbow back. Exhale, reach the arm forward. Both arms, if you feel stable, which if you really press into the feet and isometrically squeeze the feet towards each other, engage the hips and the belly, maybe that'll help. You can hinge forward or not. Inhale, squeeze it back, chest lifts. Exhale, reach it forward. Inhale, squeeze it back. Exhale, reach it forward. Good, squeeze it back, hold. Press into the feet, engage, one or both arms lifting. You can have a hand on the chair, of course. And lift out of the lower body. Nice stretch through the front of that left hip. Front knee is bent, back heel's on the ground. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hinge it forward. Hold, navel's pulled in. And with your exhale, hands to the chair. Right foot comes back, walk the feet back, pull the hips back. Again, you have your options. You could be a little lifted with the upper body, bent knees, one knee then the other bending. Coming back to center. Lift the chest, look forward. We're going to take now the left foot, step it all the way forward, or as close as you can get. Lift the right heel and glide that right foot forward and sliding the hands down. Now you don't have to bring the hands to the chair seat. If you want, you can bring the forearms to the back of the chair, hands to the chair seat, or you can step back a little and walk the hands down to a rung, or you could bring the hands to the floor. Just make sure your body agrees to that. Maybe a little bend to the knees to help support the low back. You can sway around. And we're going to roll up with the knees bent. Navel pulls in. If you want to just let the arms hang, you can do that, or you can walk the hands up on the chair. Chin is tucked, shoulders over hips. Inhale, lengthen, reach the arms out and up. Fingertips towards sky, big stretch from fingertips to toes. Take a big breath in and exhale the arms out and down. Shoulders up, back, and then reach the fingertips back, palms face each other. Lift and open the chest. So we're looking for this nice opening in the chest. Take the hands to the low back. Pull the elbows towards each other. And again, that lift and opening of the chest, it might be a little more intense. And if you want to take this into a full back bend, take a little step out with one foot so you're wider with the feet and the hips can press forward. Just make sure your back is okay with this movement. Take a big breath in, squeeze everything, come up and release, and just give things a little shake. And we're going to prepare to sit. However, and you can just sit, but if you want, you can take a few spinal rolls on the way down. So we do that. I'm just going to turn sideways so you can see, but you're standing right in front of your chair. Knees bent, hands to the thighs. Pull the shoulders back, the chest forward, and stick your tailbone up so you're in a little back bend. With your exhale, curl the tailbone under and round all the way through the neck. Inhale, bend the knees, tailbone up, shoulders back, chest forward, head forward. Exhale, curl the tailbone under, round. If that feels good, you can do one more. Inhale, knees bend, lengthen, tailbone to crown of head. Exhale, round. Good. Next time you lengthen, find the chair, softly lower. Hands can slide towards the feet. Just coming down as far as feels like a good stretch for you. A little back stretch. Take a big breath into the back. And walking hands up, rolling up. Inhale, lengthening, scooting the hips back in the chair. So if you have short legs, you might need something under the feet, or you might be not quite fully on the soles of the feet. We always do want to try to have the full foot on the ground. Find your breath. Following a breath out. Inhale, arms and legs lift forward, and exhale, they lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Let's lift and hold and circle hands and feet, not the legs and arms. Hands and feet from the wrists, from the ankle. Circle the other way. And fingers and toes pointing up. Take a breath in. Exhale, point them down. Inhale up. So again, we're moving from wrists and ankles down and up. And now moving just fingers and toes. Curl, fingers, curl the toes. Stretch them out. Exhale, curl them up. So it's not the whole foot moving, just the toes. Inhale, stretch them out. Exhale, curl them up. Good. Stretch them out. Give them a wiggle. Give them a shake. And release. We'll bring the palms together. Just take a moment to notice how your hands are feeling as they touch. Breath in, interlace fingers, press palms forward, tuck the chin, spread the shoulder blades. Take a big breath. Breathing into that stretch in the upper, maybe mid-back. Inhale, reaching forward and up. Exhale, curve to one side. Inhale, center. You can always bend the elbows here. Other side. And center. Hands behind the head, or if they don't go there, they can be on the shoulders. We're going to open the elbows, lift the chest, maybe the head dropping back a little bit. Take a big breath in. Exhale, chin towards chest. And taking chin side to side with the chin down towards one shoulder. Center, other shoulder. And other small movements, you can go in and out with the chin. You can pause and breathe into any stretch that feels good. And back to center. Inhale, slowly lengthen up through the neck. Lifting shoulders, lifting chin. Give those neck muscles a squish. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly let it all relax. And if you need a little release here, feel free. We're going to stretch out the face, the eyes, and then come into relaxation. So if you can stay till the end, the relaxation is pretty essential to be able to sort of assimilate the benefits of everything we're doing. So for the face stretch, we're going to take mouth side to side. See if you can keep breathing during this. Then stretch it out, wiggle it all around. Stick out your tongue, curl up the tongue, and then take the tongue around inside the mouth. Tongue around the lips. Let the tongue relax. Puff out the cheeks. Suck in the cheeks. Let the face relax. Notice how it feels. And then we'll just make big circles with the eyeballs. Heads looking forward, looking all the way up, over, down to the other side a few more times, and just notice what's going on with the breath. Sometimes we tend to hold it here. See if you can keep it going. Circle the other way, stretching the eye muscles. So any place where there's tension and constriction can affect really any other part of the body. So we're trying to get it so there's no tension anywhere. So eye muscles are part of that. Next time, eyes come center, pause, close the eyelids. Let all those eye muscles relax. We're going to head into relaxation. If you want to come onto the floor or onto another chair or the couch, feel free. If you're going to stay in your chair, scoot the hips back so you can lean your back against the chair. Once you're settled in, make adjustments so you can come into stillness. If you'd like, you can take a big breath in and a big sigh out. More than one if you need it. Letting everything go. Body relaxed. Softening the face. Let the breath flow freely. And let the brain relax. It doesn't mean it's empty, but we're just going to be not bothering with whatever comes into the mind's awareness. Let the forehead smooth and relax. Eye sockets relax. cheeks, jaw, tongue relaxed, ears relaxed, top of the head, back of the head relaxed, scalp relaxing. Let the brain relax. Just let it soften and sink and settle down. The whole body sinking into the support of whatever you're resting on. Skin, muscles, bones softening, joints relaxed, spacious. Breath flowing freely. Every breath, an opportunity to let go of what's not needed at this moment. Resting in relaxed awareness. Bringing awareness to breath. Beginning to expand the breath. Gently beginning to wake the body with small movements. Slowly, little by little, opening the eyelids. Eyes remain relaxed, gaze soft, breath full. Take a moment to once again check in. Notice how things are feeling in the body, mind, heart, energy. And we'll conclude by sharing together in 3 rounds of Om, joining in if you'd like, following a breath out, big breath in. You can open the arms. Om Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, peace. May we all be peaceful. I salute the light within each of you. Namaste. Thank you all for being here.